What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, G's and gents, peeps and cronies? I am Professor Goodfeels. Welcome to my show. Hope everybody's doing real good, enjoying themselves on this, what is it? About to be Sunday morning. I think it's about what? About an hour till 12, something like that, but whatever. I'm sitting up here playing my Spider-Man or whatever. I was eating some Jack in the Box and talking to a very powerful friend of mine when a question kind of popped in my head. And I wanted it to be the topic of this video. And pretty much what I was thinking about is, let me just say it like this. My personal belief, my personal belief is that a man, as the leader, as a provider, as a protector, you know what I'm saying, he must be able to emotionally balance himself. I'm a firm believer of this. If a man calls himself trying to do this, trying to let his nuts hang and things of that kind of nature, he's trying to run a business, he's trying to, build something, he's trying to do whatever it is that he's trying to pursue. I personally feel like, and also too, women should do this as well. But more, I think it's a lot more important on a man that he must be able to center himself. Now, a lot of times I've noticed that, and I've been around quite a few men who don't know how to balance themselves, and a lot of these guys are in managerial positions and stuff like that, and in these uptime offices or whatever, and when they don't balance themselves, I do not feel like you are an effective leader. Because if you can't maintain balance within yourself, how can you maintain balance within your business, within your company, within your relationship, your marriage, with your children, and things of that nature? Balance is a very key important. It's a very key, very key element in life, in my opinion, because there is so much of a good thing. You know what I'm saying? To where, okay, it's cool versus, okay, it's going a little overboard. If you get what I'm saying. I don't edit my videos. I like to just speak clearly because I'm trying to keep my thoughts going with my words. But I really think that that's an important thing to do, because a lot of times these guys seem to just they just lose their cool, they lose their juice, and they start to me personally, it's a lot of whining and complaining and pouting and stuff like that. When, like I said, when you just calm the storm within you, you know what I'm saying, you can control your emotions a lot better. You can control your emotions a lot more effectively and lead more effectively, as it is your role. Excuse me. Now, I'm not saying that a man can't be sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of friends who are sensitive, and I can be sensitive towards very particular topics. You know what I'm saying? That's a matter of perspective. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. There's nothing wrong with being, what's another word I'm looking for? It ain't nothing wrong with being nurturing as a man and things of these kind of natures. It's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is that until you maintain an equal balance, until you can maintain that balance, you will lose control. You're going to keep losing yourself, and you're going to lose your calm, you're going to lose your focus, because you indeed, for example, a household, the man is definitely need to be the center of it. He needs to be the one that brings everything to a balance by balancing himself. He's the one who people are going to come to, say, hey, this is that or whatever. Dad, this is that, so on and so forth happen. You know what I'm saying? Even in the workplace, your manager, your boss, whatever you want to call them, they need to be able to calm and focus themselves. You know what I'm saying? They need to be able to say, okay, cool, I need to make a rational decision. I need to be able to think. And oftentimes you can't really think as effectively if your emotions are imbalanced. If your emotions are all over the place, you're too frustrated, too angry, too this and that, and so on and so forth. You need to be able to make the decision to say, okay, cool, I need to put myself back together. Because if it's something I'm not feeling or something like that, I will go off on my own and repair and restore myself. And I will verbally let someone else know, hey, I need to get myself together right now, because that's me making that conscious decision to say, okay, cool, let's get it together, let's get it going. But that was just one thing I was thinking about, y'all. Another thing I was really thinking about that I wanted to put in this video, because I'm just trying to get into the habit of just shooting a video as soon as I get a thought going. And it was just on my mind that physically, physically, there are more women in the world from what they say. Physically, women outnumber us men. And I'm cool with that, personally. But psychologically, personally, my theory and my belief is that there are more men than there are women, because the way how society kind of is nowadays, a lot of women have been put in situations to where they have to play the role of a man. You know, they've been in situations to where, okay, there is no real leadership, so I have to take the helm on that. And quite a few of these women I've asked about this whole thing, they said that they would prefer that a man would lead. They prefer to have a man to take the helm because they don't want to do that. And that makes me think about the roles of women and men a little bit more deeply. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times nowadays you hear in society that, oh, a woman can do anything that a man can do. You know what I'm saying? Physically, maybe. You know, I'm not digging too deep into that necessarily, but based on the women and men that I've spoken to and interacted with, a lot of the women I've talked to, they said they would prefer a man to take the lead. They're cool with sitting back and being his support. You know what I'm saying? Because that role has a lot of power behind it. That role has a vast amount of power behind it that isn't mentioned nowadays. And personally, like I said, I think that works. Maybe not for everybody. I'm not saying that this is something that everyone should do, but to me, I feel like it works. Because when I was in my last 3-year relationship, that did work. You know, that actually did work. And it's just something that I was really pondering. Because like I said, I've actually spoken to women who said they prefer these things. They prefer that someone else would take the lead. So again, this is just another one of those things that we were lied to about. You know, it's just another one of those propaganda things that's put out there to really confuse people and make them think, okay, this is this plus this and so on and so forth, when really I feel like maybe you're just trying to diverge us from the natural, or is it divulge? I don't know. My bad, wrong word. I'm thinking too much, but you're really just trying to turn us away from the natural order, I guess you could say, of things. That's something that I'm just really kind of pondering about. And again, I like for y'all to comment on it too. You know, let's have a discussion, not an argument, because I ain't finna argue with no damn body, but I am willing to have a discussion with you. Leave any kind of comments or concerns that you have out there, and just let me know, you know, what do you feel about this kind of topic? Because nowadays, like I said, I believe that a lot of women can't be the woman that they want to be due to the position that they're in. So they have to, you know, train their minds and train their emotions, you know, to be in a certain state that I think that really they just don't want to be in. And a lot of cases that they just weren't meant to be in, you know. But like I said, this is just an opinion of mine. This is just some thoughts of mine. Please feel free to let me know what you feel in the comments, or yeah, comment section. I don't know anywhere else you can comment, but whatever. Y'all take it easy. Stay smooth like butter, slick like hair grease, and fine like cream gravy. It is a damn good life that we live here, y'all. And remember, greatness is within you, but it's your responsibility to pull it out. Y'all take care. And also, too, I really do want y'all to comment on this. Let me know what it is you think on this topic. Stay smooth.